Welcome to Atlanta. Crisis Officer 5000, Jeremiah, camp leader of Atlanta. Passover 2025, starting April the 9th, we got the lamb slaughter. April the 10th, we got General Muhammad's class. April the 11th, we got the black party that's gonna have the Hebrew graduation. April the 12th, in Atlanta, Georgia, the 56th annual Passover, the only Passover under commended Junior Hunter.
Our great and holy King have honored us for turning our lives from the darkness to the light, man. There's no greater gift you can receive than to wake up to the truth and then commit your life to saving your brothers, man. Looking in their eyes and seeing their faces and seeing what they've suffered and what they've gone through and seeing the end of it, man. It is a guaranteed seat in the kingdom of heaven, man. So in the name of our King Yahushua, we dedicate us another Passover of brothers and sisters' lives being saved.
April the 13th, we got the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Shalom.
Hey, you ever style? What's going on, Breeze?
Hey, style, what's going on, Otto?
Everything too wild.
What's wrong?
But that Passover demon is something else, huh?
How you say that?
You'll see. I go knock on right there.
Oh, shit.
Hey, Shalom, stop.
Hey,
Shalom,
style. What's going on, Otto?
Y'all need to pay y'all Passover fee?
Nah, I pay mine in a couple weeks. About 2-3 weeks.
I paid half for it, man.
Half for it.
Con.
2-3 weeks, huh?
Ouch!
Knowledge. I know you ain't trying to teach class and you ain't pay your Passover fee.
I can't teach class, Otto?
That's on you. Lord be with y'all. Lord be with you.
Let's get it. All right.
Ooh-wee.
Lil Joe don't do nothing.
All right. You know what? I'm tired of betting these dollars. Nigga, bet 10.
Nigga bet.
Nigga, bet.
Nigga bet.
Nigga, bet 20.
Nigga bet.
Oh, yeah, watch. It's gonna hit. Oh.
I know y'all niggas ain't in there shooting dice. Y'all ain't pay y'all Passover fee.
Con, sir.
Lord be with y'all.
Con.
That's on you. Lord be with you.
Get your money up. Ooh-wee. I got them new J's for the all-black party. Hey, come check them out. Watch it. Look. Oh, shit.
I know you ain't about to bring new J's and you ain't pay your Passover fee.
Con, sir.
That's on you, Op. Lord be with you.
Con.
Lord be with you.
Damn. Oh, man. Man, this Passover demon been crazy this year, man.
Con, sir.
Bruh, Osa Nakawan been everywhere.
Man, the nigga was in my house.
Wow. Hey, let's just go on and pay this Passover fee right now.
Come
I'm about to pay mine now.
Yeah, me too.
I know y'all ain't about to pay the Passover fee and y'all ain't pay the Passover fee. What y'all waiting on now?
I'll take care of it right now, sir.
That's on you.
Con.
Lord be with you.
I don't want con, sir.
Lord be with you.
Hey, I don't give a love give a fuck about what them bitches gotta say. I'm a West nigga till they put me in the grave. I don't give a love fuck about what them niggas gotta say. I'm a West nigga till they put me in the grave. I don't care about what they say. Fuck with my Akimo, fuck with my sister, then I got a problem, I'm never gonna miss you. I got 100 hanging out the AR, I got a 50 hanging out the pistol. He says.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're
Yeah. UPK shit, man, one West. Hey. I'm a UPK nigga, I'm stuck in my ways. That's on them, letting cowards fill up they ranks. Goddamn, lost tribes got them following waves. Loyalty a lifestyle, nigga, I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm a saint, no New Orleans, it's going up. Next spot, we at the B&B. I'm turned up, I'll pull up in the SRT. Burning rubber, hey, UPK shit. Look, met her at the club, told her pull up to the lobby. She know I'm in the coat, we're all black, no Illuminati. This my other half shit, I can't move without it. These my motherfucking brothers, yeah, what I'm gonna do without them, yeah. If it's beef, I can't wait to sink my teeth in. Niggas going overboard, they off the deep end. Why you tripping off that hoe? That's some weak shit. Told him put me in the game cause I love defense. Yeah, put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, he let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Yeah, bounce out, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog, and she say she find me interesting. Yeah, want me to call, put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, he let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Hey, bounce out, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog, and she say she find me interesting. Yeah, want me to call, I ain't gotta settle, I got options, ma. No, I stand on business, my name not Tazar. I'll pop you with this pocket rock. Feed a nigga shells like a taco truck. Hey, this bitch got sound effects, it go pew pew pew. I ain't tripping on no drink, got bottles in a room. I'm in Durham, North Carolina, bitch, it's 12 a.m. Look at them, they ain't none of us and we ain't them. I told him put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, he let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Hey, bounce out, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog, she say she find me interesting. Yeah, want me to call, put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, he let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Hey, bounce out, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog, she say she find me interesting. Want me to call, yeah. UPK shit, man, you already know what it is. It's the 55th annual Passover, man, turn up. We gonna do this shit the UPK way, not the other way. You hear me? Yeah.
Okay.
There's a king that's coming back to save our people. Now, we should be preparing ourselves for the return of our king, not stuck up in these denominations and religions that's destroying our people and destroying our nation.
So when we are in this kingdom and our brother and sister is doing wickedly in this kingdom, we must tell them, look, the world is expecting you to stay docile, to stay stupid.
That's what Christianity teaches our people. Teaches our people to hate one another and love the oppressor. Like, we'll never forgive one another for anything that another brother or sister do to us, but we'll forgive the oppressor in a heartbeat. There's something wrong with that, man.
Imagine living your life as a whole Christian your whole life, and life's good because you're a Christian and Jesus is white and everything's going great, and there's a landslide and the earth opens up and you go downstairs and you walk through this place and you see a black Jesus, man. Why is Jesus Christ black with an afro in the catacombs, man? This predates the Renaissance period.
So when you read the book of Genesis, the trees in the garden with other nations, a leaf, what are the leaf to a tree? Cover the tree. So Adam took the covering of another nation. What's the covering of another nation? Their culture. So when the Most High saw him, say, "Yo, Adam, where are you, man? Why are you? Don't mean I can't find you." He was like, "Who is this nigga?" Like that. Where are you, man? I don't know you.
Okay. So the ba al banya yasha'ala wa amarath alham wa idea yahaw. The ba means speak. Al, when it's joined with something, so al banya means what? Unto, right? Excellent. So al when it's joined with something means unto. Banya means children. Yasha'ala is Israel. So unto the children of Israel.
Like if it's one thing a hoe gonna do, a hoe gonna hold. But you ain't. She can't hold if there's nobody to hold with. And the thing she said at the end, where she said, I went back and I lied to him and he still wouldn't do it. And then she threw up her hands and she said, well, he'll just be a brother. That's what he fucking need.
That's
brothers.
right.
If we have more brothers, hoes like her wouldn't have no outlet.
There was a man in the land of Oz whose name was Job, and that man was perfect and upright.
There you go, the man called Job. I think Job is what, like, afflicted. And that man was perfect and upright, meaning what? You can be perfect, man. Job was a man like everybody else, man. Job wasn't no angel, he didn't come from the heavens. And that man was perfect, meaning what? You can be perfect in the Bible. Being perfect is in the Bible.
Had friends on my coattail way before Jimmy. Funny how the general ain't even see a penny. Better show respect, get smoked like a chimney. Keep my name out your mouth, don't even think it. Send a real Smith at y'all, know Jada Pinkett. Both ball heads, my grain above 50. Lost my man to the game, that pain that stuck with me. Had to find a cheat code to the street though, cause them niggas getting fouled, shoot you like a free throw. Keep spitting acid like a Mino, and the nigga be the nicest with a mean flow.
Hey, Shalom, Israel. Yahweh Bashmi El Shai Barakatah to all my brothers. Yahweh Shemal Alakam Bashmi El Shai to all my sisters. I hope y'all is doing Tawab this Thursday. You know what I'm saying? All right, this is scripture breakdown class. Captain Karate will be here shortly. Make sure you drop all your questions, any scriptures need broken down, drop it in the chat. You know what I'm saying? We will get round to it in tonight's class. If anybody has any questions for now, you know what I'm saying? If it's anything quick, I'm going to answer it. If it's something, you know what I'm saying, I'll a bit deeper, I'm going to wait till Captain Karate gets here. We'll break it down. You know what I'm saying? So Hakian, how you doing? You so well?
Can't say too hard, man. Yeah,
I see you in the cut. No sign of Christ. Right. All right, do you have any questions to begin? Hola. All right, no sweat. We're going to start with this. All right, if you could get me, let me see. Let's see where I want to go with it. Get me Proverbs chapter 22 and verse 15.
Cool.
Yeah. Something I seen recently. I just did on my show covered the topic in real-time revelations, right? The UK or doctors in the UK are calling for the UK to ban what they call smacking, which is really, you know what I'm saying, hitting your child or punishing them in that way. Right? They're trying to ban it entirely. So I mean, God forbid you get caught, you know what I'm saying, smacking your child on the hand. If they do so, they try to reach for something. You just, I'm saying, put their hand, you getting arrested. I'm there. Every Caribbean household, your house is getting raided. I mean, child services. I mean, good night. It's gonna be a rough day if that gets passed. Let me tell you. So,
if I may add to that other one, well, then they better not complain about knife crime and all the other crimes that are going on in the world if they want to stop us disciplining our children.
That's facts. That's facts. What your oppressor doesn't understand about correction is it's necessary. It's necessary. It's necessary to correct your child. A lot of times when it comes to your oppressor, the so-called white man, he will either overdo it where he abusing the hell out of his children. I mean, good night. You hear these stories about what these white fathers do to their children in the name of discipline, you would be shocked. You having a black parent, you would be shocked. If you heard these stories from these white people that get abused by their own father who comes home drunk and beats their wife upside the head beats his children, does all manner of things. You heard these stories, you'd be thinking, God damn. Flip side, either he does that or he doesn't discipline you at all, and you grow up your whole life never being told no, and you end up the next school shooter or the next, I'm saying the next rapist, the next just crazy exactly. A person who has never been told no is a very dangerous individual. Very dangerous and entitled and just sick, twisted individual a lot of times.
Right.
But you can't be told no. I mean, good night. There's a lot of times you might have to be told no and take the no. You can't take a no, you get yourselves in all manner of, you know what I'm saying, vile acts. Right?
And then, if I may, sir, even the kids at school. So how are they going to listen to the teachers? How are they going to even learn if they can't be told no? Don't make no sense. You know what? So like, if I may, sir, you know when they talk about the white man is a child, he don't know how to live on the earth. This is one of those things, you know, where he's not disciplining the children, and when they grow up a certain way, and they get wicked and they get bad to the parents, don't. You're just doing things that is going to cause it. You know what I mean? Salakia, sir. Just to add to that.
No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Because I'll tell you what these people don't have. They don't have the law, statutes, and commandments. They don't have the spirit of the Lord to have some form of wisdom to actually correct their child. The problem is a lot of our people are following our oppressor when it comes to discipline. A lot of times in the overdoing of it. Not so much the under discipline, because you know if you know what I'm saying, you Caribbean, you American, you Hispanic, you know, you getting disciplined. A lot of times it's overdone, where you're getting back whipped the same way our oppressor whipped ours, where you're getting beat by your own parent, like your parent would get beat down by the police. A lot of times we take from our oppressor the overdoing of it, right? Now, if you could get that verse I called for, Proverbs 22 and 5.
Proverbs 22 and 15, yeah?
Yeah,
foolishness is bound in the heart of a child.
The Bible says foolishness is bound in the heart of a child. Right? Foolishness is bound in the heart of a child. A child is going to do some things that is, you know what I'm saying, just foolish. They're going to do some things that is off. You're going to have to correct them.
Right?
It's bound in their heart like a child. Damn near, like it's guaranteed that they're going to do something stupid. It's guaranteed. A child doesn't just you know, they born and automatically they know exactly how to operate. They know all the law, statutes, commandments. They don't know it automatically. They need to be taught. Because what? Even as a grown adult, you know that your flesh is desperately trying to get you to break the law, statutes, and commandments. Yes. You're an adult. You have some level of discipline. You've been through life. You know some things about more do's and don'ts or consequences of actions. A child, I mean, you was once that child. You had to learn that, right? It doesn't come naturally. It's not some, you know what I'm saying, some mystical thing where all of a sudden you're going to have a perfect. Every child is going to do something wrong, all right? But what should you do? Read on.
But the rod of correction shall drive it far from him.
But the rod of correction shall drive it far from him. That foolish thought that your child has to go and do something ridiculous, like shoot up a damn school, the rod of correction would have drove that thought far from him.
Right.
He doesn't receive that from his oppressor father, and now your children had to be unalived because the white man doesn't know how to discipline his children. Go ahead.
Sorry, I keep to interrupt you there, sir. Proverbs, can I give you Proverbs 13:24, sir? If I could.
Go ahead.
It says, he that spareth his rod hateth his son.
That's facts. That's facts.
Yeah, but he that loveth him, sir. He that loveth him, chasing him be time.
Yep. Yep. You're absolutely right. Break it down.
Well, basically, if you just opposite to what It was just basically right next to what you was the scripture you brought. For foolishness is bound in the heart of a child, and the rod of correction drive it far from him. So basically, if you don't correct your child, you don't love him.
Why?
You can't love your child if you're not going to teach him what is right and what is wrong. Okay. You know, you don't have to abuse him and beat him up and smash him up. You know, that's abuse. But you can remember that's a child. You know, you're supposed to be able to give him a little, you know, smack to say don't do nothing, but or don't do that again. You know, so when children don't get corrected, you know, the parents do not love their child. You can't love the child if you don't correct the child. So like it.
Right.
That's what it is.
So you're absolutely right, and I'm gonna go a step further. Matter of fact, Radar, you want to add anything to that?
So like, I just came because I was just sorting out my internet. I didn't really. I missed a bit of the what he was saying. You know what I mean?
No, it's too Hakian, if you could read that verse again for me.
Your one, sir, or
nah, the
the other one. Proverbs 13:24, sir. Mm-hmm. He that spareth his rod hateth his son, but he that loveth him chasteneth him betimes.
Okay. You wanna have a go breaking that down, Radar?
Yeah, I'll have a try. Yeah, he's basically saying the first part. It was saying that kind of what Hakiam was saying, that if you love your child, you'll correct them. You get what I mean? And if you have to give them a little nice one, nothing too heavy. You get what I mean? Just to make them aware, you know, to sharpen up. You get what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? You mean serious? He's serious. You get what I mean? Because, you know what I mean? You might have to tell them a few words and they're not really listening. Then you tell them again, and not. You know what I mean? After about the second or third time, you might have to give them a little. You know what I mean? Just to make them know what time it is. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And that's Slacky. Would you finish?
And the second part, I didn't understand the second part too tough.
The second part is said, if you love your child, a father who loves his child will chasten him betimes. Betimes means like sometimes or every now and again.
Every now and again. Okay, can't. Okay.
Right.
See, yeah.
You get that part?
Yeah. When you said that there, I kind of get what he's trying to say. Yeah, what he was trying to. You get what I mean? Yeah.
I'm gonna go a step further. You both brought some heavy points, right? I'm gonna go a step further on Radar's point first, right? You were saying, you know, your child doing something wrong. You tell them, hey, don't do that. Don't do that. First thing you do is you tell them don't do it. You chasten them verbally, right? You don't just go straight for your child doing something that slightly irritates you, and you get in the belt, you get in the switch, ready to beat the hell out of them, and not even tell them why they're getting beat. First thing you do is tell them, hey, don't do that because this is gonna happen. Explain it to them. Children grow up, they don't know what the consequences of their actions would be. Tell them, hey, do that because that'll happen. Don't touch the stove, you're gonna burn your hand. All right, don't whatever it is. Don't shoot, I don't know. Don't stay outside till late. You could get attacked, you could get robbed, you could get all manner of things can happen to you. Be home where you're safe. A child doesn't know automatically the consequences. You have to tell them. And that you tell them once. If they correct themselves, then you're good. You don't know how to whip to, you know what I'm saying, beating them or hitting them. Right?
Yes,
if they don't listen and they continue to disobey you, then what? Every Jamaican parent knows this. If you can't hear, you must feel. If you can't hear, you must feel. And that must be crucial. That must be crucial because if you don't hear correction, eventually you're going to feel correction. You're going to feel the consequence. It will either come from your parents who love you, who want the best for you, or it'll come from some person outside of your household who couldn't care less about you, who might unalive you, who might after death. It could come from the oppressor. You know, you don't correct your child and now they get in trouble with the police because they're doing all types of reckless things. and they get beat half to death or unalive by the police, or they get chastened by the Most High, you don't want the Most High to correct your children. You correct them for it. Even that things like the police and all manner of things that can happen to them, that is the Most High correcting them.
Right.
All that happens if you love your child.
Yeah.
You correct. Be a person who loves them, and you as a parent, you love your child the most out of anybody on this earth. You correct. You have to do it.
That's right. That's right.
High will correct them, and it's you know what I'm saying that could go left. You can do it, or your oppressor will give them the consequence of their actions, and your oppressor hates you already, hates your child. What was the that's why it says if you don't correct your child,
yes,
you hate your child, because clearly you want something to happen to them. Clearly you want the Most High to have to check them. Clearly you want them to fall into the hands of the police or the oppressor and something happened to them. Clearly you want them to get in trouble with some gang and start selling drugs or whatever and get locked up. Clearly, because you don't correct them. All right.
Concept.
If you could get me let me see. Get me Proverbs 23 and verse 13. All right. It's like a brother's saying that my voice is going in and out. Is that correct, or is the wrong?
I haven't heard it on my side.
I haven't heard it on my side either. It sounds like
it might be a connection issue, Ira. It might be some on your side.
So, like what you say, Proverbs what?
Proverbs 23 and 13.
23 and 13.
As Ira said, yeah, when that police officer comes, you know what I'm saying, with the truncheon, with the baton ready to beat you upside the head, that's the correction you don't want. You don't want that. All right.
And Shalaki, sir, even in your point here, when you put Proverbs 22:15, but the rod of correction drives it far from them, drives that foolishness from young. And the B times, I just look what B times mean. B times meant early. And I thought that means early on in their life when they're young, when it starts to come out, where they're most foolish. Like Aria, oh my God. He does some things, he keep touching stuff. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't, and he keeps doing it. And sometimes I just pick him up and remove him from the situation. You know what I mean? And just hold him back from it. Because sometimes you don't have to do that. And that's a way of correction too. Just removing him from the situation. But if you don't do that and you leave him to keep playing with the cooker and putting his hands up there and touching the fairy liquid and going in the bathroom and putting his hands in the toilet and, you know, all those type of things, you know, he's going to have not just problems, he's going to have probably little diseases or, you know, hygiene issues when he's growing up. You understand? Those type of things. That was a good point.
Right. I mean, children do all types of things. They put their hands to touch an iron because they just want to see what will happen. They put a fork in the plug socket because they just want to know. Like they just fast. If you don't stop them, you're gonna end up with a barbecue fried kid. You have to correct them. You have to stop them from damn near just think. Satan, the same way Satan wants you unalive. Satan is trying to get your children. Trying to get your children. Put all manner of thoughts in their head. You have to correct it. You have to cast out that demon if you love your child. All right. Go ahead and read that verse from your radar if you could.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 23, verse 13. Withhold not correction from the child.
Withhold not correction from the child.
Wow.
If you don't correct your child, you are withholding something from them. Correction is something that they need. They need correction like they need water, like they need food, like they need shelter. They need correction. Otherwise, it will end up whatever it is they end up in a gang. They end up a school shooter. They end up someone who assaults women. They end up someone who assaults children. End up in all types of wickedness. Withholds not correction from the child. right?
That's a commandment, right? So like you said, that's a commandment right there.
That's a command saying withhold not correction from the child. Don't like as a brother, like as a priest, we all know as priests, we have to be disciplined in everything.
Yes.
Have to be professional. Even when it comes to checking your rib. Don't let her big eyes and cute eyes and lips and she got that sad face going on, the puppy dog eyes. Don't let that stop you from correcting her. You correct her like a professional.
Right.
This ain't out of hate, this ain't out of guile, this is out
Right.
of love. I'm going to give you this because you need it.
Right.
Don't withhold it from you because if I raise my voice, I'm gonna feel bad because you're gonna look sad and this, that, and the third. Don't withhold correction. Don't withhold this. This is from a child, but you shouldn't withhold correction from anybody. Don't withhold it from your rib. Don't withhold it from a brother that offends you. If a brother does something that's wrong, don't just keep it to yourself. Well, I'm not gonna get involved. If I say something, I might offend the brother. Withhold correction. F all that. If the brother's off, you got to tell him he's off so he can get right. And
that's right.
That, saving his life.
Can I add to that as well, sir?
Of course.
If I could. At the beginning, what you said was heavy. You're correcting them because the women need it, right? And the men that they are with out there that let them do what they want to do don't love them. Because
those men hate them, like we read in Proverbs 13. That's what you brought up.
That was the point, sir. Heavy. They hate. Yeah. And those that do take the time to correct you do love you. But then the women are starting thinking, but you don't because you talk to me like this, and he never. He didn't love you, stupid. You didn't see love right in front of you. Love is right in front of you. You don't see it. You understand? So like,
well, Hakayan, you're too mean. You're too mean, and you don't ever let up. And you know why you always have a problem with everything. You're too mean, Hakayan. You're too mean, Radar. Radar, why you? It's always something like everything I do, you have a problem with. You just so mean.
Right.
That's love. A child is gonna think their parent is mean. That's love.
Yep, that's right. That's heavy.
All right, read on.
Come. For if thou beatest him with the rod, he shall not die.
And that lets you know that it's not you beating the hell out of them where they hold my bruises, or I seen some story which is the reason why they're pushing for the ban on hitting the child in the UK is because some East Indian was beating the hell out of his 10-year-old daughter. Just beating the hell out of her, hit her with a cricket bat, was burning her with an iron. It said in the report she was getting bitten by her parents and ended up unalived, and the parents fled to Pakistan.
Wow.
The way we discipline our children should not suffer those things. Our children should not end up unalived and just buried in the backyard like those old Hamite in that fake Israelite group, something like Yasha Ali, whatever the hell. You shouldn't abuse our children. All right, but you have to correct him with the rod, but not to the point where I'm saying he has bruised or broken bones or abuse. I'm saying, like some of these other nations, the way they abuse their children is heartbreaking. It's terrible. Imagine as a 10-year-old girl, burned with an iron because what you're naughty or whatever. Like your father gets in some rage, and now because you did something, you don't even know what you did, but you did something that takes him off, and now you're getting hit with a cricket bat. You know how them East Indians love cricket. The way they hit that ball, they hit in your shin, they hit you upside the head with that cricket bat. I mean, good night. It's a child. That's not how it is.
And if I may, so if I could, and they want to look at us and look down at us like we're this and we're that and you're doing things that shed a real bad light on you, especially when you're trying to make black people look like, all of us are bad and drug dealers and this, that, and the third. And you're doing things like that. If you're going to accuse people of being a certain way, ain't you got to be living up on the moral high ground? Salakia.
You're right. I mean, they say, we violent. and we know good and we can't get it right. Meanwhile, they is beating their children. Like the way these East Indians beat their children, the way these oppressors beat their children, you should hear the stories. Their children grow up to do all types of wickedness, all kinds of wickedness, because they don't know how to properly correct their child. Not only that, they don't have really any proper morals. Like your oppressor does not have morals. Even when he's raising his child, what is he raising his child with? You don't have the laws of the Bible. You don't have no wisdom. He's just raising them with, I guess, what he feels is right. What he feels is right could be off. It's an oppressor. It is off. They don't know how to correct their children. Right? But the thing is, we learn how to, as a nation, like for brothers and sisters in the world, as a nation, we learn how to correct our children from watching them. That's why we have a tendency to beat our child. Your child does something, you say get a switch, get a stick that you're gonna beat him with. You know what I'm saying? And now your child is getting beat with a stick for something small, like a little thing. Like that's something we learned from our oppressor, where we did a little thing in slavery, and he getting the what they call it, the cat and nine tails. He getting the hair flesh out of your back. Or he'll chop your arms off or chop your feet off, and like all lynching, all manner of things. The wickedness he did to us. We have to look at our children. These are children. You should look at children with compassion. The reason we don't, all you have to do is read Deuteronomy 28. We have no care towards one another because our oppressor had no care towards us. So now we unaliving another nigga, like they would just unalive another nigga. We treat our people like they treat our people. We shouldn't do that. I'm gonna pass the class over to the precinct captain here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let's clap it up.
Son of Christ, I can hear me good.
Come.
Also, Robert, if you could, if you could, when you can, sometime in the class, post the link to Passover for brothers to pay as well for the Passover as well. Let everyone know. What was the brothers going over?
I was just going over like correcting children, how to correct your child. I seen recently in the news they trying to ban like hitting your child. If you hit your child, you could get arrested or whatever it is you could get. They're trying to ban it. But the correction is necessary, but the proper correction. That's what I was just going over. So, yeah, we're just reading. What was you reading? Proverbs 13 and
Proverbs 23
and 13. And to like you said,
go on.
I was just gonna say about 14, but I just afterwards. But I'll let you continue. So, I was just gonna say.
Where were you at? What the Proverbs? What? Sorry.
Proverbs 23. I read 13 already. I'll start from there again.
Read the 13, Baba Kashar.
Khan. Withhold not correction from the child.
There you go. So for anyone talking about the Bible, it's a brutal book and it talks about beating your kid. Correction ain't always beating, man. Right. It's a withhold not correction. Sometimes you gotta take them toys away. Sometimes you gotta, ground them. Sometimes you gotta take away the things that is fun to them so that they'll learn. It's not always beating, but sometimes you gotta beat your child, man. It's in the Bible. But everyone says the Bible is a brutal book and it's horrible and beating the child is disgusting. And listen, man, when it talks about beating your child, it's not talking about murdering them, man. It's not talking about whipping them on their back. It's not talking about starving them. Correction is what, like punishing, take away their toys. You know what I mean? Give them a time to come home, make them do chores and so forth. That's how you correct a child. They do it in schools. They do it in schools, and guess what? You must correct a child, because if you don't correct a child, guess who will correct them? The police will, man. Right. Yep. The white man must tell you can't correct your children, and your kids grow crazy and join gangs, and guess who corrects them? Yeah. He does. Yeah. He's saying that you're wrong for giving them a curfew, and then they go 18, and then guess what? You give them a curfew, and that curfew is a week for 30 years, man. It's for life in jail, man. You tell me I can't beat my kids, and guess when he acts up, you beat them with a truck. You shoot them. Your metropolitan police shoot them, man. Black man,
correct your child, man. If you don't know how to correct them, contact the school. We'll tell. If you think you're
Right.
going too far, if you think you're going too far, no sweat. Contact us, man, and we'll make sure you're not going too
Right.
far, man. You must correct them, man. The Bible says, "What a child left unto himself will cause destruction." Children need to be corrected, man. Else they will grow up doing what they want.
Right.
Come on.
Come on. For if thou beatest him with the rod, he shall not die.
And that's how you know it's not talking about child abuse, man. This is how you know it's not talking about, beating him till he can't move no more. You say when you beat him, he won't die. Like, he'll be all right, man. Right. No, he might cry a little bit, but he'll be all right. That's it. This is how you know it's not talking about making him draw blood or beating him black and blue or beating him to a pulp. We're not talking about that kind of beating, man. Just enough sting for a man to go, whoa, I knew that again. I know, man. The Bible, he will not die. This is how you know it's not talking about, breaking his bones and choking him out. Ain't talking about that, man. Slap this is.
Like the weird Hebrews out there, so in the law where it's the law basically to not hit.
Like what the sister said, man. I forgot them fake Israelites be killing their kids, man. They be unaliving them, man. The son say Merry Christmas, and before they just tell him off, and put more work on them and say, you know what, I got more work to do. They be starving them, man. Disgusting, man. What they do is unaliving, and unaliving is what in the Bible? A sin, man. Unaliving, you find it in the book of Exodus, is a sin according to the Bible. The Bible says what? He will not die. Punish him, but he will not die. That boy in GOCC, he passed away, man. He passed away. His father wasn't correcting him properly. He wasn't chastising him properly, man. And as a real parent, you don't want to see your son in agony. You don't want to see him in agony. You don't want to see him curled up in a ball and cry for pain and scream out for mercy. You don't want to see that, man. Unless something's wrong with you, man. Unless
That's
you're
right.
Demons on you.
That's right.
You beat your child till you unalive him, you're gonna go jail, man. Someone's gonna beat you and unalive you, man.
Right.
I'm not sure if you know this, but there's certain types of people that they do not like in jail, man. One of them is someone that hits kids.
Right.
Someone that abuses women. One is someone that sexually assaults children. They don't like him in jail, man. You do that to them kids, you go to jail, and so you'll be praying, man. They don't put you in there. They don't put you on the block by yourself. You said, Lord be with you, man. Even if, and guess what? Too, the screws in jail, they know what you're in for, man. They will purposely put you on the right wing, right wing or wrong wing. Wrong for you, but right for them, man. And they'll make sure you get yours, man. There's a way to chastise a child, man. If you're not sure what you're doing, like anything, man, you come to the UPK, man. The Bible goes, you have counselors, and we're them counselors. We'll let you know how hard you're going. We'll let you know whether to use a little ruler or whether it's just to punish them, take the toys away, PlayStation away, curfew, chores. We'll let you know, man. Come on.
Verse 14. Thou shalt beat him with the rod and shalt deliver his soul from hell.
There you go, man. I mean, you correct your child. What are you doing? Are you correcting him because you hate him? Are you correcting him because you like him? Like some women out there beat their daughters because their daughters are a better figure than them and treat them terrible. That's not what you're supposed to do, man. You're meant to correct them. Why? So you deliver their soul from hell, man. You correct your child so he don't have to go to jail. You correct him so he don't have. You teach him properly. You teach him don't do that. Don't go for that type of woman. You're correct. You're saving him from child support, man. You're saving him from AIDS, man. You're telling him who to hang around with. You're saving him from going to jail or being on crack, cocaine, and weed. You are saving his soul from hell. All those things that are listed as hell, man. Being on crack, being an addict, being a sexual deviant, being in jail, being on child support, all these things is hell. I mean, you correct him. You're saving him from all them things, man. The people in jail right now that wish they had a parent like you brothers, man. So, I wish I had a father figure that told me this was wrong, man. I wish I had a mother that told me this was wrong. See, the streets face me. The streets told me to sell drugs. The streets told me to run around and be a runner and do this and hide weed. I wish I had someone that corrected me. They'll tell you, man. You got to correct your son so you save his soul from hell. For anyone that don't know, or if you want the precept, hell is just a low condition. Hell don't mean you're burning in a furnace forever. It means a low condition, man. And hell is what we're living today. Police kicking down your door, living in fear, man. Using a different name or using a different ID because you're scared that your name might pop up on the system because you have warrants. Living in fear, living in debt. You know what I mean? Come on, all the above anyway. And if you correct your child, come on.
So like you said, these same people that put these laws out here. So this is what I don't understand. That are saying if you smack your child, you're gonna end up you could end up in jail or facing some kind of time, yeah. But these people commit mad crimes themselves, and they're trying to lay down laws. So like you said,
okay, and they don't want to smack. They say you can't smack your son, so your son grows up, drug dealer, and then guess who smacks his son daily, man? Daily. They don't want. Oh, listen, empty your pockets, man. Come here, you black. This black. You know what I mean? This ain't. Sometimes Sean Charles didn't have drugs. Police still set him down.
Right.
Still Mark Duggan didn't have a gun, and where's he now, man? Under the ground, man.
Yeah.
Black man, you better chastise your children, man. I'm not saying that all the time. Beating ain't always the answer, man. And now in 2025, I think beating's gonna play out now, man. The ways to literally hurt a child, man. The way to hurt them, I've seen it, man. This thing, I take one of my kids' phones off. It's up on the dying, man. Like, no, put a pig. No slap could hurt them. No more put a pig. No more roadblocks to losing their mind. The ways to go around it, man. Go on, heads up, man.
You got the look, where you just look at them and they know. Because you deal with them from younger, so when they get to a certain age, you give them that look.
You don't have to always go to the beating. There's the look, there's a shout, there's the what you usually go out at 3 o'clock after school to play football. Nah, not today. After school, straight home, man.
Yeah.
Food, eat your food, bed.
Yeah.
You know, no more TV time and sit down. There's loads of ways to get at a child, man. Loads of ways. Yeah, you know what I mean? There's loads of ways to get at them. So you don't have to really beat them nowadays. I notice a lot of people don't do it. Black people as well don't do it no more. It's effective, man. It's effective, but correction must be done.
That's right.
Correction must be done. Go on, stop one.
So they've taken this stuff talking about the oppressors. They've taken the fact that how we used to deal with our children. They've took that power away from us. But then what our people do now, they don't really correct them, so they kind of left them because there's got to be something else in place, like what we're talking about now. There's got to be this. It's got to be done right.
Has to be.
Yeah.
Obviously, child. Listen, man. Let me tell you something. Even when your kids come of age, man. Boy, kids. Listen, let me some push-ups, man. Your girl children, she out of order. She should wash some plates, man. She should wash some plates, man. So she learns that you come in at a certain time, man. There's ways to do it, but correction must be had, man. Else they grow up, they can do what they want, and then guess who's gonna correct them? The oppressor, man. Yo, but I don't want to give them a curfew. They might hate me. The press are going to give them the longest curfew you can think of. When it's the curfew long, 5 years, and when they come out of jail, there's another curfew as well. When you come out of jail, you're on probation. What's it called? Like when you got to be in the house. At
Probation, yeah.
So listen, you better tell them what to do, man. So someone give me a Proverbs 29 and 15. No, that's the other one. Around there.
Might be 22 and 15.
Let me get it. That's the one. 29 and 15, I believe it is.
I got that. You want to read that?
Please, Baba Kushar. This is where you must correct your children, man.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 15. The rod and reproof of give wisdom.
There you go. You notice the Bible don't always say the rod. So the rod and reproof. Not all the time. See, black people, and I don't blame black people for this. Why are black people fascinated with beatings? Why beating this and beating that? And what? I seen beating, you know. What? Anyone know why? Go on. That's right, man. Give that a hand, man. That's why we think that beating is the Caribbean way. It's not. We think beating is the black way. It's not. Be like, why some of the white people they don't beat the kids. We beat ours, man. We think it's us. It's not us, man. Our great granddad was beaten by a oppressor. Right. So he goes, well, when Massa beats me, I listen. So that means Tyrone must listen. I beat him. Tyrone passed that down, and we're here in 2025, thinking that, yeah, man, I'll give him 2 lickers, man. I was what? Yeah, and we boast about it, man. Yeah, man, stop on the boy should get raped the other day. And I'm like, I'll give one lickers, man. And he listened, man. That's a slavery. That's a slavery. It's slavery time. The slave master will beat. Yeah, this nigga right here talk about he didn't want to whip. I just dropped one whip on him, and he was picking cotton like you couldn't believe. We always not our way. The beatings that we have is brutal, man. Telling the boy to go get the switch outside and bring it back. Telling the man to go get the belt and bring it back. It messed up his mind. That is slavery, man. Slavery. The master used to play games with black people. And one slave whip a slave, man. Imagine your brother getting plantation with it, like yo, whipping, looking like stop like crap. Sorry, man. He's playing games, like doing it. He gets off on it, but he could easily whip himself. This is where we get it from, man. And then make another slave throw Scotch bonnet at another slave in his wounds. This is torture, man. It's not beating, it's not correction. It is torture, man. That's exactly what it's torture. And a child's trying. You beat a child to the, you know when you get the lick and you can't breathe for 5 seconds. What kind of correction is that, man? Imagine that excruciating again, weak is normal, and that's the well, my mom did to me. And her mom saying, well, her mom says, well, my mom did to me, and her mom says, my mom did to me. I guess it goes back to, well, master did to me. Any man talking about when I was young, who had this for? When I was young, my mom would wake me to sleep, and then wake us up. We look at it before. That is torture, man. That is torture. You tell us something wrong now, you call them, you do it now. Now wait for me to sleep, you know. And all that stuff that we hear, all that is torture. And so it's just torture here. But you ever heard of Victorian torture? You got the torture rack. You got your pluck a man's fingernails off. You got pins in a man's eyelids. That's what we went through. There's ways to do it. Well, me here, I'll wait for him to sleep. Me, I got time to go get the belt. Different ways of torturing children, man. And when you find out what and our parents were rough, man. Our parents were beating us up. Not mine, but I had in the past. Was beating kids because of piss in the bed.
No, yeah.
Like if your child wakes up at night and going, I'm gonna piss him on purpose, you can't help it, man. He's having a good sleep, but he wakes up wet. And you're gonna beat him for that. Things that couldn't help for breaking eggs, man. That is torture, man. Beat them because they did something wrong at least, man. Was beating because they wet the bed. No child goes, I'm just lazy, I'm gonna wet this bed. I get it, man. You're frustrated and slave is hard and you're in England and you're trying to work 3-4 jobs and now you gotta clean this pissy mattress. I get it, man, but all that was torture, man. We need to be retaught, man. Read that again. Sorry, somebody has something.
Let us now that you're too up to.
No swear. Read that again. One second. Sis.
Lucky, no one wants to provoke like your children to anger. Would that be like child abuse?
Absolutely, man. Beating your child, man. So no child wants to because they want to. And if you got a lazy child, find out, man. When you find out, then you can discipline him. But I don't think no child just wets the bed on purpose, man. Imagine that getting whipped because you beat the bed. You're looking like, yo, I can't help it, man. Like, yo, man. Yo, I wouldn't sleep again. Listen, you get beat in the bed. I would never sleep again. I'm like, yo, shit, I want to stay awake, man. You know what I mean? I don't blame us. Things that we've learned, but we gotta be taught.
That's lucky, sir. Just further proof to what you're just saying. Officer Damgabar's class yesterday, the slave of a journal, when the slave actually went on the ship and he described how he hated them and their features and how they look ugly and this, that, and the third. And then later on at the end of the class, he started to like what's wrong with me? And he started to try to like their women. And just like you were saying, we're imitating it from the slave master. And from that book, it showed me directly. Salakia.
Absolutely. We saw it as, what can I do to get the child to listen, man? You go, slave master was me, and that makes me listen. When I'm not listening, slave master was my back and tell me to go fetch the whip. So that was work for him. And now we just, just parents that are slave masters, man. Acting like slave masters. The ways, man, to chastise someone that you love, man. Read that again, Baba Kushar.
Right. Khan. The rod and reproof give wisdom.
So you go again, the rod and with reproof. You know what I mean? We're taught the rod, beating. There's reproof too, man. Reproof about correction. There's correction. Not always, beating ain't always the answer, man. And what's the proof that beating ain't always the answer? What's the proof?
Some children still.
Have you heard about the Bloods and Crips? Have you heard about Burger Bar and Johnson? Right, exactly. Have you heard about all these black men that left their children? Have you heard about the crack epidemic? And all these kids were beaten? So evidently it don't even work anyway. It don't even work. But one day the kids are going to be grown and up age where you can't touch them no more. And they're going to do what they want to do. Now what would help them? Reproof would. Yeah. You teach them, son, selling drugs to old people's wrong, You beat them and they still became drug dealers. Right. Jail is full of niggas that was beat by their parents, man. The AIDS ward is full of people that was beat by their parents, man. The strip club is full of women that was beat by their parents, man. Now, what would have got them out of that strip club, out of the AIDS ward, out of the graveyard? Reproof, correction, man. Teaching. But they go, okay, that would have helped, man. So beating not even work. Not all the time. Come on.
But a child left to himself bringeth his mother to shame.
A child left to himself. What is a child left to himself?
Salakia.
Go on, not neglect. Neglect is like you ain't giving them shoes, not giving them food. Look at the context, saying reproof is good, but a child left unto himself is the opposite of reproof. Go on with that, Alan.
Basically it's saying that a child left to his own devices to like do what he's doing, kind of thing.
That's right. A child who you don't correct, a child who you don't give the right to or give reproof to, a child that does what he wants. Oh, you know, that's a so and so, man. Leave him alone, man. Oh, I grew up with one day, man. A child like that, read.
Come. Bringeth his mother to shame.
A child like that will bring his mom to shame, man. A child like that will go to jail.
Right.
A child like that will unalive somebody. A child, you will see that child on Crime Watch. You will see him on the news. Yeah. You will hear about him, man. You know, he will be on the street begging for change because he left his own devices. No one told him anything. Keep going.
Come. Verse 16. When the wicked be multiplied, transgression increaseth.
Okay, going something now. So that has anything else regarding children, or we're going to move on from here? Go on, sis.
For the righteous.
Let's hold that. Anything else anybody else to bring out, or
if I could.
I think verse 17 says something, sir. I think verse 17.
Let's hold that for a second. Go on, Alban.
If I could, sir, could I get Proverbs 19 and verse 18 to 19?
All right, then. Someone get that Hakia. In the meantime, Vidar, read the part you wanted.
Come. Verse 17. Corrective thy son, and he shall give thee rest.
There you go. Correct your son, treat him properly, man. He'll teach him properly, should I say, and he will give you rest, man. That's what everybody wants, man. Everybody wants a son that will take over the business, man. That will carry on in their footsteps, man. But you got a son that does what he wants, he won't give you rest. He's gonna give you the opposite, man. You know what I mean? You're gonna go visit him in jail. You gotta go bail him out. You gotta go pay off these drug dealers that want to beat him up. He's giving you stress, man. You can't leave him in your house. You can steal out all your goods to go sell it. But you teach them properly, he'll give you rest, man. He'll give you rest, man. You can trust him. Like, I got to worry about, people coming to kill him. I got to worry about people trying to harm him. Then parents and people say, where's so-and-so? I don't know where he is, man. Please knock at your door and so forth. You teach some properly, he'll give you rest, man. He won't give you the opposite, which is what stress. Any more on that?
Come. Yea, he shall give delight.
I think he froze. Well, yeah, man, you teach your son and daughter properly. They'll give you stress, man. They'll give you rest, so like, yeah. Especially daughters, forget about it, man. You as a man, gotta hear rumors that your daughter did blah blah blah. As a man, every man don't want to hear it, but it must be hard, man. You got a daughter, and she goes, Dad, I got a boyfriend, man. I'm expecting it. You happy? Yeah, man. And one day she come in another picnic with somebody else. Right. You put up with it like, oh, God, what are you thinking? Yo, it's my daughter, man. Like, my princess, baby father. Like, the only how we accept that is if the last man died or something. Right. These are the things our kids cause us if we don't teach them properly, man. Yeah. They'll make you a laughing stock, man. Go on, read that Bible.
Proverbs 19, verse 18. Chasten thy son while there is hope, and let not thy soul spare for his crying.
The Bible goes, chastise your son while there is hope. Anyone know what that means?
Right, while he's able to correct it.
Exactly what you're able to, man. Do it now while there's hope. Right. Don't say, I'll wait till he's older. I'll speak to him. Listen, man, when he's older, he's stuck in his ways, man. Right. You can't train him. Now is the time to train him. Now is the time to teach you. Listen, man, two men don't lie together, man. Now is the time to teach your girlfriend. Listen, man, you have one man. Don't be running around with 10 different men now, because when they're stuck in their ways, you can't teach them nothing, man. Right. They've already been programmed, man. Nicki Minaj got them at this point, man. Rihanna got them at this point, man. They're stuck in it. They got their likes and their dislikes and their way of doing things. And you can't change it, man. Now is the time to mold them so that by the time they're 18, they follow what their dad taught them. They follow what their mom taught them. Right. Else, what happens is they'll discover their own way of doing things. And at that point, it's a rap, man. It's a rap, man. Anyone knows if you got a puppy dog, when's the best time to train him when he's young? Try train a stubborn dog. He's 2-3 years old. It's impossible, man. It's impossible, man. Try train a horse that's been around for 3-4 years. It's damn near impossible. It can be done, but it's damn near impossible. Go on there,
So
talk.
like, now there's a saying in it, you can't teach it all. We can, we know you can, but you can't. It means it's just hard.
Yeah, you can't teach your old dog new tricks, man. Old saying, and it's true. When stuck in their ways, you try to get a dog that's been biting people to not bite people no more, man. Good luck, man. You have to go in first. First, you got to go in there with all the puffy gear on, and that's why a lot of times what happens to mad dogs that are mad get put down because no one ain't got time to really, counsel them and sit down with them and change. It's damn near impossible, man. Just put them down, man. Why? Because that dog hadn't been trained while there was hope.
That's right.
Right.
It's at the point now of no hope. We done?
And so like, and let not thy soul spare his crying.
There you go, man. I don't spare his crying, man. What does that mean? Does that mean one?
It's like you said. That means don't be moved by his crying, and don't hold back the correction.
There you go. Now does that mean that you must beat him?
No.
The children only cry because you beat them. They could be crying because you take away their toys.
Right.
You could be crying because you send them to their bed. A lot of people go, oh, go on then, 5 more minutes. Nah, man. Say, nah, man, listen, you're wrong, man. And you're going to feel it today. I don't care. No, but I want my toy, man. I don't care. Let like your soul spare his crying. Christians read that and they think, oh, see, beating ain't the only reason why kids cry. Ain't no reason why children cry. When it says let like your soul spare their crying, it's talking about correction, as well as beating as well. When I mean beating is a figure of speech. I'm not talking about the literal definition of beating in the Bible, which is black, which in the dictionary, sorry, which means black and blue. I'm talking about how black people talk. It means what the white man will call a spank or whatever. So again, children are gonna cry. Why? Because it's discipline. No one likes being disciplined. And you're not supposed to spare their crying, man. A lot of us do, especially them girl children. Oh gosh, listen, man, you got some girl children, and listen, man, you tell them off, and I tell them off, you feel bad if you oh shit, you feel crappy, man. Stand strong, man. Like it's full bad. You gotta do it, man. Don't spare it, man. Right? They'll grow up thinking, yo, listen, man, that's soft on me, man. Mom's soft on me. I can do what I want, man. And while you're soft on them, guess you won't be soft on them. Guess you won't be soft on them. The world won't be, man. Policeman won't be. That man looking to have sex with her, he won't be. That man looking to rob her, he won't be. You're trying to cushion them, and you're trying to train them to be out there in the world one day, man. Everyone out there don't care about this child, man. The child don't belong to them. They got no ties to him. They're talking to you, but they're nothing to nobody else. You gotta train them and make them strong, man. Captain Mashak told me this. Sometimes you got to say no to your children for no reason. Say no. Just train them up for the word no, man. Because some of these women ain't been told no before. So the day they told no, they thought, oh, okay, let me have sex with this guy then, man. Maybe I'll get the car that way. You know what? Everyone got. You know what? These new Louboutins are trending, man. I want to get a pair, but I can't afford it, man. You know what I mean? Oh, I asked my dad for some. No. Okay, no. All right, let me find a way to get it, man. Let them know that, listen, sometimes in life you don't get what you want, man. Let them know that. Let them eat that, swallow it down. See, that's what it is. I can't get it. A lot of women having sex out there with what for Louboutin bags, man. You know why? Because they can't just not have a Louboutin bag. That's too much. That's too much. I can't say, oh, everyone got one, but I can't get one. I can't get it. I need to get it because no one's told me no before. I'm gonna get that bag, and they'll sell there. Go on.
The law says here that the scripture says that we're supposed to follow the laws of the land. Yeah. So if the law of the land was to not to smack the child, right? But the scripture says, spare not the rod. What would our stance be as the UPK if you get what I'm saying with that?
The rod of correction don't literally mean beating. The rod of correction is to correct somebody. You know, beating can be a part of it, but it don't necessarily mean it. So you can follow the law of the Bible and not even beat your kid. It's a rod of correction, like a metaphor. And when Christ is going to rule out the nation with a rod of iron, that rod is for correction. You know what I mean? He's not going to come over there and hit man with a bar of iron. You know what I mean? You're going to just correct them. Likewise, the rod of correction for a child could be taking the toys away, could be grounding them, chores, whatever the case may be. And when it says spare not they're crying, it don't mean you beat them, so that's why they're crying. They're upset. They're doing push-ups, man. They don't want to watch, the tablet or whatever. That's what it's referring to. Go on, sis.
If you do beat kids in the UK, you will get referred. It's a bottom line.
That's refer me to that. That's refer me. Carry on. Sorry, Akim. Carry on.
What I was saying, sir, is I know our position, but if the law came in, we would just like take the toys off them and things. We would just follow the law and not smack their hand.
Yeah, exactly. We can still follow the law. We really still do it, And if the rules change the law and say don't beat your kids, then we can still do that, man. And still raise them, still chastising them, still have them crying so that they learn a lesson and don't do it again. We can still do more than one way. What is it? More than one way to skin a cat. And this is I've seen children go crazy, man. And I've seen you know how people threaten kids with beating. I've seen people get threatened with the PlayStation and go crazy. No. I've seen it. You can do it, man. Just like jail, man. In UK, in jail, no beat you. But saying to jail, I see people cry in court, man. Cry in court and beg the judge, and then getting beaten. So beating ain't always the end all. You get me? So we've been taught slavery that it is. So we feel, oh, was it beating? Nah, man. Anything else?
If I could get verse 19 as well, bro. Sure.
No sweat. Come on.
Come. A man of great wrath shall suffer punishment. For if thou deliver him, yet thou must do it again.
Read that again. Wait, sorry. Proverbs what?
Proverbs 19:19, sir.
Right, this is something like that. Look at it. Go read that again.
Proverbs 19:19. A man of great wrath shall suffer punishment. For if thou deliver him, yet thou must do it again.
I was saying now.
Okay, right.
From what I understand, if I could.
That means you have to keep correcting.
Wait, what about Alban?
I will say, okay, where it says a man of great wrath, is that a man that is angry or a man that is caused like great wrath? Like he's the recipient of great wrath because he might have, transgressed or something.
No, it's talking about a hot-tempered man. Okay. You got a friend that's always fighting and always brawling. Time stop, man. It's like, oh my God, tell me nothing. Always brawling, always this, always that, always fighting. And like when you got a child, yeah, and he's a certain way, and he's always brawling, and what do you tell him?
Oh, so tell him to calm down.
Tell him to calm down because what? Because what?
You get in trouble.
So one day you get in trouble, and this man becomes grown and still his friends tell him, calm down, man, calm down, and no one can tell him nothing. What happens to that person in the end? What always makes them calm down?
Oh, the great wrath.
They gotta go to jail and sit down, man. Yeah. You need to go to jail and sit down and go, yo, I'm wrong, man. That's what it says. A man like that, sometimes you gotta let him face the punishment because you keep saving him. If you keep going down, if you keep every time in a bar and he's brawling, stopping the fight, you stop another fight and another fight and another fight. You're gonna hold back this man. You're gonna make this phone call. Oh, please, my cousin, man, leave me. It's hot temper, man. Oh, sorry, man. You got ADHD, man. Just calm down, man. Oh, he don't mean what he's saying, man. You be constantly saving him. Right. Some people just need to sit down, man. That's how they learn. That's what he's saying right here. Right. Read that again. Go on.
One day you're not gonna be there to jump in and save him.
He's gonna get it, man. He needs to learn to calm down himself. You can't keep delivering him because why? You have to do it again and again and again. He has to face that that judgment. Right. Has to face it to learn because you save it. You think I'm gonna save him, and therefore that's sorted. No, because tomorrow you're gonna find somebody else. Right. The only way this man can be changed. Sadly, you gotta go to jail, man. Right. You gotta face that punishment. You gotta pay that fine, get beaten, or the police beat him up, or go jail, do 10 years. Because this brother just won't learn, man. That's what it is sometimes. When you read the book of Proverbs, talking about the book of Proverbs is wise sayings. It's wise sayings like from Solomon, like how to deal with your mom, how to deal with your parent in the world, how to deal with a brother, how to deal with a brother in the world. You're in the truth, he's in the world. How to deal with him without causing offense. How to deal with children. It's even let you know how to have a friend. How to deal with hot-tempered people. It's everything. It's all in the scriptures. Read that again, Baba Kushar. Who's reading that? Who's reading that?
Yes, I can pick up from Matthew. It's like in Proverbs 19:19. A man of great wrath shall suffer punishment.
There you go. A man of great wrath shall suffer punishment. He must suffer punishment. The only way he will learn. If he don't change, he will get that punishment. It's the only way he will learn. Come on.
For if thou deliver him, yet thou must do it.
It's like if you deliver him, I stop this fight, I stop that, make the phone call. Yeah, I know he was my brother, man. Just leave him, man. You keep delivering him, saving him. This what happened. Come on.
Yet thou must do it again.
You have to do it again. You're gonna fight again and again and again and again. The only way he will learn, he must get that punishment, man. So the same say some man don't want to learn, just need to go to jail to learn, man. Some man need to sit down. Some man need to sit down, man. I got family members same, couldn't tell them nothing, man. Knew everything, man. And one day had to sit down. I got friends, man, in school, wouldn't learn, man. See what's wrong with this guy, man? What's wrong with him? Just picking on people and trying people. And one day had to go to jail, sit down, man. It's a shame. You know the ones there. Some have to spend 10 years before they realize, whoa, what am I doing? It's a shame, but it's how it is. Someone got to, eat porridge, as my father says. So, yo, man, you don't listen, eat porridge, man, or sit in a box to learn. You feel me? So, that answers your question, Alban.
Come on, sir. Don't worry.
What's your question?
Just regarding Proverbs 29:16, could you put that to like what's happened with like Sakari that and other Israelite groups basically?
29:16. Go read that one, Kishore.
The wicked. Okay. Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 16. When the wicked are multiplied, transgression increaseth, but the righteous shall see their fall.
There you go, man. When the wicked are multiplied, transgressions are increased. So obviously, the wicked don't keep the law. So when they're together and multiplying, what if it's gonna happen? More transgression will happen, man.
Right.
More, man. The Christian church also, Muslim mosque.
Right.
And we see their form and we look and say, boy, look at that, man. That's what you're not supposed to be. That's how it is, man. Any other questions?
I've got a question on Deuteronomy 24:1. So I just want to get an understanding of 24:1. When a man has taken a wife and married her, and it come to pass that I find no favor, I find no favor in his eyes, that she find no favor in his eyes, because he has found some uncleanness in her, then let him write her a bill of divorce. So I just want to know what the uncleanness. I just want to get an understanding of that. What does that uncleanness mean? Like
uncleanness.
Like find uncleanness in her.
I find uncleanness in a woman is something that I don't like about her.
That's it.
That's it. I find something that's unclean to me. So if a man had a woman back then, they found something uncleanness in her, something that he didn't like, he could divorce her. This is the book of Deuteronomy 24:1. But the Lord, we know in the New Testament, Christ said, you know what? We're not doing divorce. Moses only put up with that because we're wicked. Before we put up with our wives or put up with our husbands, we'll kill each other, man. We'll fight all day. So for peace, Moses, you know what? You don't like her no more. That's fine, man. Let her go, man. She got stretch marks now. You can't stand it. You want a new feet. That's fine, man. You can't stand him. He leaves his socks on the floor. Just go, because we was too wicked to solve it and sort it. And that's what it was in the Old Testament. We could divorce our wives if we found uncleanness in it. Anything we didn't like, anything that we deemed as unclean, it was like, she can go. And that was that.
So what am I trying to say now? When it comes back to me, I'll know.
So yeah, read that again.
When a man has taken a wife and married her, and it come to pass that she find no favor in his eyes.
There you go. So a man got a wife, and it come to pass meaning what in a process of time, he don't find no favor in his eyes. Like, he don't favor no more. Like, he used to love her and look at her and adore her, but now he's like, oh. Go on.
It says that she find no favor in his eyes.
So before we look at her and he'll favor her, you know what it means to favor? You ever heard the word favoritism?
No.
But now you don't favor no more. Like, oh gosh, you're sick, man.
No. Yeah, I had it a bit confused. I thought it was her.
No, she has no favor in her eyes.
Yeah, I get it.
So in his eyes,
not her now. It's like
in his eyes, she got no favor. Like, oh man, she don't put on weight over the last 4 kids, man. Oh man, she talks too much, man. Whatever the case would be, you don't favor her no more. Give that word favor. I don't favor him, man. Your favoritism, that means that you prefer someone. You don't prefer no more. This is what happened back in the day. To stop the arguing and the fighting and the name calling, this man could put away his wife. Come on.
When a man has taken a wife and has married her, and it came to pass that she found no favor in his eyes, because he has found some uncleanness in her.
he don't find her favorable no more because he found some uncleanness in there. There's something about her that just can't stand that, man. She's unclean to me, man. So now he don't find her favorable no more because she just turns him off, man. She talks too much. At first, she found favor in his eyes. She was younger. When they both were younger and she shaped good and she was beautiful, but now she talks too much and now she's a headache. Whatever the case may be, who knows? But at a certain point in this marriage, this woman found no favor no more in his eyes. Come on.
And on God, then let him write her a bill of divorcement.
And this man could say, you know what, I'm going to the courthouse, man. I'm going to write a bill of divorce. Just like today. Write a piece of paper, her name on it, his name on it, divorce. So it's proof. So the next man could marry her and it wouldn't be transgression. It wouldn't be, this next man don't have to get stoned. You know what I mean? This is like a receipt. You know what I mean? Come on.
And give it in her hand.
And then give it in her hand. Come on.
And send her out of his house.
And send her out of his house. So you're not mine no more. And that's all he needed. Kind of like what? Kind of like what?
What? The divorce?
Kind of like today. You don't need no reason. The woman don't have to, today in the white man's world, the woman don't have to cheat on you. The woman don't have to do anything to you. All you got to do is not find favor in her no more. You can let her go, man. If someone could give me Matthew, what?
So like, what I was gonna say is, so what's changed now? I know obviously Christ died on the cross, but what's the, like how you could do it then like that in Moses' time because of their wickedness. That's the term, right? That's the bottom line. But now people are still wicked. Like, people are unaliving each other now, same way. So what's, you know what I mean? Like, husbands are unaliving their wives and so on and so forth. Still, just like they were doing back then, they're still doing it now. So what's the difference?
I don't get it. Sorry. Why?
Okay.
So in Christ's time, you could put away your in Moses' time, you could put away your wife because you wanted to.
Yeah.
Christ coming on the scene now. Now, what's the only way you can put away your wife now?
So like it for me.
Go on.
So what I'm trying to say is, he says because of your wickedness in it, because there was unaliving each other, etc., right?
No, not that. What? He allowed us to put each other away just for peace. Because if we stay, they'll be fighting and killing. So for the sake of peace, you can leave. So that's why a lot of women now in the world say, I'm leaving and But really, what you're supposed to do, fix it.
Right.
Forgive, love. So she talks so much about it's her, man. Or compromise, but we wasn't having it. So for the sake of peace, and Moses go to council every day. Oh, she did this, and she threw my clothes at the house, and she did this. So for peace, Moses, you know what? You don't get on, go your separate way. Go find someone that you do get on with. But that was never supposed to be that way.
Right.
Okay.
So today it's exactly the same. Nothing's really changed.
Not at all. People are fighting.
Yeah.
And they don't want to change it.
Right.
And they get to a point where they leave.
Right.
I'm doing somebody else, and that's what we got today.
Yeah, that's exactly where we are today.
Absolutely.
So that's why I'm asking that question, because now, but we're under crisis, we can't do that. So
that's right.
Yeah, how does it get to that point now?
So if you're in the truth, you can't leave a woman. And if we spread this truth and teach all brothers that can't leave a woman, then there wouldn't be this baby mum culture. There wouldn't be, I'm leaving to find something else, and then find out he's no good either. I'll find someone else. He's no good either. I'll find someone. We'll fix it.
Right.
Fix it. Counsel. Learn to compromise. Get on. But we don't learn to love each other because why? We got options. Well, I don't have to learn to love him. I got to change and work with him because you know what I do? I have to find somebody else, and then become whores and sleeping around, and that's what we're at today. Yeah. Really, what you need to do is forgive.
I'm trying to how. I don't know how to probably word it or something, but I'm trying to just say Moses, we could do it then on the Moses. We weren't supposed to, but because of the wickedness. But I'm saying, I'm trying to get to a point where the wickedness is still now. Is it just only the fact that Christ died for our sins? Is that?
No, the wickedness is there.
Yeah.
But we, under the house, I know that we got to learn to fix our marriages. But back then, we just fight, bicker, and leave. Too much for me. We don't now. We fix it. So now we go to marriage council. So we can't. We have to because why? Number one, Christ taught forgiveness, and we can't leave this woman.
Right.
So we gotta make it work. We're gonna make it work. Come to a compromise. You know what I mean? Go on.
So it's basically just simply because of Christ. That's what I'm trying to get in my mind.
That's right.
That's it.
It was supposed to be this way anyway.
Yeah,
but Moses couldn't take the what do you call it? The bada. So he let it slide. He allowed it to happen, but under Yahushai, and he's teaching now. We know it's not supposed to happen. Right. We know how to fix it.
Yeah, that's all.
You know what I mean? Even the Bible says sometimes you got to separate for a bit, man. That's how sometimes you got to go to that extreme. Because why there's no separation, man. There's no getting off from it. Go on, sis. Okay. Now, someone get me someone if you could.
I've got one more.
Once again, hold that one. I'm gonna try this point all the way home. Give me Matthew 19:7.
Look at Matthew chapter 19 and verse 7. They said unto him, why did Moses then command to give a writing of divorcement and to put her away?
Go back one verse.
Come on. Verse 6. Wherefore they no more twain. Wherefore they are no more twain, but one flesh.
Go back one more. Go back when the scribes and Pharisees said, is it lawful for a man to put away his wife for any cause?
Come on, sir. Matthew 19 and verse 3. The Pharisees also came unto him, tempting him. Saying unto him.
They came to him, tempting him. Right. Meaning what you get that you get people that don't ask genuine questions, they want to trap you up, man. They know that you're teaching about staying together with your woman. So they find a part in the Bible that contradicts, quote unquote. Right. But they say, what's the most famous one? You men hate Esau. Oh, so how come in Deuteronomy it says, thou shalt not whore Edomite? They do that. And did with Christ. You also say that man and woman must fix it. How come in the Bible it says to make it look stupid? You go, see, he don't understand the Bible, man. In fact, he's going against the Bible, unalive him. The Bible goes, any man that teaches opposite from the law of Moses, get rid of him. And that's what they're trying to do, trying to get him killed. They're tempting. They're not genuine. I say, I've been reading the scripture. I'm genuine, just, I'm confused, man. Right. And they always act like they're confused, always, man. Can't get it because you're saying Edomites, but here it says, that's not what Edomites crazy, man. They'll do it on purpose, man. Trap you, man. They don't want to listen. They're not genuine. Come on.
Tempting him and saying unto him, is it lawful for a man to put away his wife for every cause?
Stop. Read that part again. Is it lawful for what?
Is it lawful for a man to put away his wife for every cause?
Right. Now, what is every cause? One.
And it said it before, and now I can't remember the wording, but for any reason.
Any reason?
Uncleanness.
Now, what did Deuteronomy say?
Uncleanness.
Uncleanness? Yeah. Or what? Or losing favor in his eyes?
Right.
That's anything? Anything can make me lose favor. You talk to that, and go, I like no more. You talk to quiet, annoying, man. That squeaky voice. Saying the same thing. Right. That uncleanness, that losing favor is any cause. It's not anything specific. Whatever is unclean to that man. You feel me? That's any cause. Go on.
And he answered and said unto them, have ye not read that he which made them at the beginning made them male and female?
And that's how Christ battled with people, man. Right. They'll come with one scripture, he'll come with another one. Right. What's you gotta do, man? But the Bible says, listen, man, this is what you ain't read. This is what you need to go read. Put it on them like that. That's what Christ always did, man. Right. A man say, what about John 15? I go, yeah, listen, what about where Christ said, I pray for them, not the world. Get me? That's like Christ battled the same way how we battled. Why? Because we learn from Christ himself, man. Christ's spirit is in the ISUPK. What about John 3:16? What about when Christ said, I pray for them, I pray not for the world? Christ, they throw one at him, he throw one back. Then he'll bring the understanding. Come on.
And said, for this cause a man, for this cause shall a man leave father and mother, and shall cleave to his wife, and they twain shall be one flesh.
Come on.
Wherefore they are no more twain, but one flesh.
That's what it is when you get married. When you get married, you're no more two different people. You're one flesh now, man. It's not her bills, it's our bills, man. Right. How you gonna say that's your bills, So that means when she gets evicted, you're like, yeah, you're evicted. Yeah, man. Yeah. I don't know, you're gonna do my mom's though. Nah, man, it's our problem, man. If you know what I mean, if she's hungry, we're hungry. That's what it means by you no more twain, which is two, but one flesh. You don't two, you can't absolutely be one. Talking about you work together, man. Right. Come on.
Right. One mind.
Come to one kind. What therefore God hath joined together, let not man put asunder.
What God put together, no man can put asunder, man. No man can say, yeah, you're both divorced now. God put man and woman together. No man can say, yeah, apart of you can go your way, you can go your way. No man can do that, man. Come on.
They say unto him, why did Moses then command the writing of divorcement and to put her away?
Here comes these Bible scholars, man. There's always one, man. There's always one that knows the Bible, So you said the Lord loves Israel. So why does John 3:16 say this? God, same for me, Christ. So you're saying that man can divorce. They got the scripture ready, They ready for him to set him up. So then why did Moses say blah 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 blah, trying to set him up, man? Not knowing that listen, Christ knows the scriptures better than you do. Right. Come on.
He saith unto them, Moses, because of the hardness of your heart, suffered you to put away your wives.
There you go. And Moses couldn't be bothered with the arguing and the fighting and the backbiting. So you can't, you know, you're keying up the cars and the throwing the clothes out and the black eyes and the choking the woman to death and the woman being found. You say, you know what, just leave, man. You can't make it work. Just leave, man. Come on.
But from the beginning, it was not so.
Read that again.
But from the beginning, it was not so.
And this is proof that this is proof. I'm gonna show you some proof in the Bible that from the beginning it was not so. You ready for it? Someone give me Malachi 2:16.
Book of Malachi, chapter 2, verse 16. For the Lord, the God of Israel, saith that he hateth putting away.
Again.
For the Lord, the God of Israel, saith that he hated putting away.
Now this is key now. Pay attention. The Bible said God hates divorce. He hates the putting away. Right. Now what's the key about the scripture? What's powerful about the scripture?
You can't divorce.
Not only that, man. What book is it written
in? Malachi, the last book.
Malachi is what?
A prophet.
What book is Malachi in?
The last book.
Of the
old, what they call the Old Testament.
Which means what? Come on, Akim.
Stands.
Salakia, if I may. Does that mean that it's God's word? Is that it?
It's the Old Testament.
Old
I
Testament.
said the Lord hates divorce.
Yeah, it was in the beginning. So
what's he saying? Come on.
Foundations.
Come on, Alba, man. I know you got it, man.
I was gonna say, like Christ said, it was written from the beginning. It wasn't so. Malachi is in the Old Testament, so it's in the law.
You're not getting me. Go on, sis.
In the beginning from Adam lived.
All right, what I'm saying is this: Malachi is the Old Testament. I said the Lord hates divorce.
Right.
Why is this powerful? Go on.
Because Moses suffered the divorce.
You kind of there. Go on, sis.
It's mean like it's not new come from Christ. It's been said that.
That's true. But what I'm getting at is even in the Old Testament, when Moses said you can put away your wife, the Lord hated it then. This is the Old Testament, the same Old Testament when Moses put away your wife. Even in that, so before Christ, because Christ didn't change it, the Lord hated it then, even though he allowed it. Like, I can't stand it, but just do it anyway. In the Old Testament, when it was allowed to be done, it still was hated by God. Make sense?
It says when it says Moses suffered you, so it's not like he wanted to do it. He just
suffer something that you don't like.
Exactly.
Put up with. And people, I'm not gonna suffer that bullshit. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna tolerate it. I'm not put up with it. Something he's put up with. You don't like it, he's put up with it, man. So even in the Old Testament, when we were doing it, it really wasn't the thing the Lord wanted. It wasn't his intention. It's like, you know what, just for a thing. The Lord always hated the putting away. So you could think, what's in the law? Even though it's in the law, the Lord hated it. We're reading right here in Malachi. It didn't take the New Testament for God to hate it. Always hated it. Read that again, Baba Kushar. Who's got it? You got Malachi?
Yeah, I got it.
2:16.
Where is it? Malachi again?
I got it. 2:16.
2:16. Yeah.
What's up, man?
For the Lord, the God of Israel, save that he hateth putting away.
There you go. The Lord hates the putting away. You can translate that in any NIV. I'm not making it up. NIV or whatever. It would translate to divorce. The Lord hates divorce. Because people might say, no, it's a different putting away. It's the exact same putting away. The Lord hates it. In the Old Testament, when it was lawful, he hated it even back then. That's in the book of Malachi. Now go back to where you were in Matthew.
We know that.
Go on.
The Lord don't change, so we know. Everything we do wrong. The Lord don't change. He ain't changed. You know what I mean? We're just doing what sin. How people are breaking the law, but he ain't changed. We still got to come back to those laws.
Absolutely. The Lord don't change none at all, man. None at all. Where we at now?
Matthew 19. So let's go back here. So
yeah, go on. Someone read what in Matthew. Any questions? Any other questions? Let me know as well. Yeah. Hold on.
Matthew 19 and verse 8. He saith unto them,
Moses, because of the hardness of your hearts, suffered you to put away your wives. But from the beginning, it was not so.
There you go. From the beginning, it was not so. A man was supposed to stay with his woman, man. Just like how Adam stayed with Eve, even though Eve was wicked, man. Both of them was together, man, to the day they died, man. That was the intention of God, man. But because we were so wicked and we couldn't, let things go, we couldn't, still hold him grudges from the other day. She burnt my shirt, with the iron, She did it on purpose. She did it on purpose, but I know shit on purpose, man, because she didn't want me wearing that shirt because other girls like me and shit. Whatever the case may be, man. And a woman burning food on purpose, talking about, yeah, man, because, hey, the things women do to men is hilarious, It's mad. It is. Women here can't really thump up, man, innit? So they do it in different ways. Oh, it's hilarious, man. So, it's done. Food's finished. It's no more, man. They come slide. All that was going on. And, man, she did it on purpose, man. So I know she did, man. The women do some funny stuff, man. Because the man's in charge. And they can't argue with him. They do it a different way, man. Well, that's what, stop all this. It's allowed us to divorce, man. Come on.
Verse 9. And I say unto you, whosoever shall put away his wife, except it be for fornication.
There you go. That's the difference. That's the difference now. You can't put away your wife except it be for fornication, man. Right. Fornication is unlawful sex, man. If your wife has sex with somebody else, it's fornication. If your wife has sex with a dog, that's fornication, man. Right. If your wife has sex with another woman, that is fornication. That's the only terms you can divorce your woman, man. Right. In the Old Testament, you can divorce for what? Any cause. Now you only can divorce her if she has sex with somebody else. Why? Because she becomes that man's wife. She belongs to him. That's the only term you can divorce a woman on. Go on, sis.
Slucky, just quickly, could a woman divorce a man back then?
No, woman can't divorce a man. If you find out your man got another woman, you got another woman. If you find out your man was a chichi man, so lucky, then you gotta come to council. You must have separation, whatever. Take the AIDS test and whatnot. But I don't think you even can divorce him then until he's dead, or unless he puts you away. So lucky. Let me just clarify. But I don't think you can. That's just Lolo. Go on.
It's like wouldn't the Lord allow I don't want to ever see that man again. To just never marry.
Listen, I feel you, man. I feel you. And you can. If a woman was gay, if a man was gay, does a woman have the right not to lie down with him? And the answer is yes. Why is the answer yes?
That's fornication. That's fornication.
It's not fornication.
No, on his
it's fornication on his side.
Yeah. So
but a man can only put with his woman. A woman can't put away a man. Why can a woman not have sex with him? Why is it usually a woman don't have the right? A man has a right to not have sex with a woman that they're together. Why in this case the woman have a right to say no? I'm not having sex with you.
Because that's immoral. What he's done is immoral. Yeah.
That's true. But anyone else want to give it a shot? What's it? Go on.
Is it because he might go get AIDS and then give it to her?
Absolutely. The woman has a right to live, man. Everything in life has a right to live. Even a rose that is beautiful has thorns. Man. Anyone know what the thorns on a rose is for? To protect it. To protect other plants or animals from choking it, man. Right. When they choke it, they'll stab themselves. Everything, man. The horse's defense mechanism is what? His legs to run. A horse, a dog is to bite. The skunk will shoot out the smell. The Lord made everything with the protection. The turtle is to go in the shower. The hedgehog is to put spikes out there. The rabbit is to run. The rabbit got long ears so he can hear stuff over the grass. The Lord made everything to live, and you got to live. If a man, you're not supposed to die. If your man is a full-on sexual deviant saying have sex with me, you have the right to say no, man. You have the right to live. Everything in life has the right to live. Everything is born and made with a protective defense mechanism, man. And even roses have it too. Even roses have thorns, so forth. Even anyway, but yeah, you have the right to say no. So everything got Any other questions? What have we got now?
I've got one more. So I just want to Matthew 6:22 and 23. That's what I know what this means. So Matthew chapter 6 verse 22. The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light.
Right. Read that again, nice and loud.
God. The light of the body is the eye.
So the light of the body is the eye. So how does light get into your eye picks up light? If we do science, your eye is based on light. That's like seeing stuff. That's why
Yes,
it's all about light. It's nothing else. It's pure about light.
Right.
And the light, how light gets to your body is from your eye.
Right.
That's how it gets to your body. We done?
Yeah. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light.
Right. And what's that saying? It's the light of your body is. It's a light. If the light of your body is your eye, so you want your body filled with light. Therefore, your eye needs to be what? Single, meaning what? What does that mean?
Focus.
Go on, Alban.
It means you're focused on one thing.
I've given my hand. Give my hand. There you go. Your eye needs to be single. You need to be focused on one thing. A lot of brothers. Why did anyone need the truth? When you read the parable about when you read the parable about people that need the truth, the seed sower. What was the reason why there's the truth?
Like many books.
The seed sower. One was what? The cares of this world.
Right.
One was his wife said this, so that them brothers, everyone needs the truth. They're either sinning or their mind ain't singular.
Right.
They focus on too much things, man. The wife, the kids, the house, being rich, this, that, other books, learning. They're not singular. You need to be focused on one thing. Focus. Every that term, have your eye on the prize. That term, your eyes on the prize. You know where you're going. That's what I'm aiming for, man. You stumble, you fall, you get setbacks, but you focus on this. You focus, man. Even the white man says about the lottery, you need to be in it to win it. Even he knows that, man. That's where you need to be. Your eye got to be on the prize. And that's how any successful businessman gets his business. Everybody wants to be Microsoft. Everybody, oh yeah, man, Microsoft and what's Bill Gates. But how did Bill Gates get to where he got? You think he was chasing holes, getting drunk on the weekend? I don't think so. He was programming. You think he hang around with the mates? Like, sorry, boys, I can't roll, I'm trying to program this new thing. That's how we got it, man. That's how you become successful. That's how you become rich. People want to be rich, but don't put the work in for it. You want the kingdom of heaven? Same thing, man. You got to work for it, man. Everybody wants to be Sterling. Everybody wants to be a football player. I want to be Sterling, man. I want to be the new Raheem Sterling. But let me tell you something. Raheem Sterling had his eye on the prize, man. Could you imagine when everyone was drinking? Like, I'm not drinking. Everyone's smoking and enjoying life. No, I'm training. Everyone's out there partying. When you're sleeping and snoring, when the average man wake up at about 10 o'clock-ish, the man's up early, man, in the cold, jogging and kick. Imagine some of these footballers sit at the halfway line and kick a ball, boom, across the halfway pitch and miss, and do it again, and do it again, and do it again, and do it again for hours, man, to finally perfect it, man. To that ball just curls and goes in, and do it over and over. You got to be there. You got to be there. You know what I mean? Hakian Kurab's a boxer, man, and he will tell you, you got to get in the gym over again. Practice drills. You got to love it to do. You got to love it, man. And if you don't, you would never be on their level. I know some man that was good at football. They weren't that good. Football team was a hobby, something that they did. They weren't like Raheem Sterling. They didn't have the mind. The average man works for 9 hours. These footballers train 9 hours. So that's their job. That's what you got to be. The truth got to be your focus, man. You want that light. Your eye got to be singular on that light, man. Come on.
Oh, that was me. So, I read it again. The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light.
There you go. You're focused on that light. You're not focused somewhere else. You're getting all that light, man. You're getting all that light. You focus on that light. Your body's filled with light. But if you got one eye focused somewhere else, then it's not going to be as bright as a man with both his eyes on one thing. Both his eyes focused on the light. It's not gonna. You feel me? Come on.
23. But if thine eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness.
There you go. If you're focused on wickedness, then your whole body, you're focused on wickedness, you're going to find yourself doing wicked things. But the first part about the eye being focused singular, it means focus on one thing, not many things.
So like you said,
come on.
Is that wickedness? Because it says if your eyes are Salakia, what did it say about the eyes again? The last bit.
So if your eye, so it goes. It says if your eye be focused on the light, your whole body be full of light. But if your eyes focus on wickedness, that's what you're striving for. Then your whole body will be wicked. I'm paraphrasing.
Right, it will be dark. So that wickedness is not following, keeping focused on, as Officer Raban said, on the work of the Lord, right? And
or good things, or doing good, or doing right. Your mind's focused on, smoke some weed today, or I'm gonna go do this today. You feel me? Now the brothers in the truth, that got hobbies. Ain't no wrong with that. Ain't no wrong having a hobby. Captain Zaya got what butters and fragrance hobby. It's fine. You can have a hobby and still be focused on the truth. You can have a hobby and still be focused. I'm not saying you can't do what you want. You know, everyone got hobbies, man. Everyone got the things that they do, and some people got sports like to do, or brothers got certain business regimes want to do. It's not a problem, but you need to be focused, man. You know, you gotta know what comes first.
Right.
What you're striving for. You gotta know, right, after this, I'm gonna do this now. You gotta know what you focus on. That's what it's referring to.
So what's the wickedness then, sir, if I may?
Anything, you know what wicked is. Wicked is smoking the weed, the whores.
Oh, right, that type of thing, yeah. Okay.
That's wicked. All the type of things, man.
Right,
But brothers focus on, but you'd be surprised, brothers actually focus on wickedness. What are people saying? I'm on about doing. Brothers focus on it. Brothers go, yeah, I'm gonna hit the club Saturday. And, you know, take this whole home. And it's what they do every weekend. It's what they do, man. Yo, Friday's coming, and we're gonna get a big bag of weed, and yeah, man, have a session. Like, you know how you focus on the truth and plan. I'm sister right now planning for Purim, and you're planning for Purim. Brothers focus on wickedness when they go to Cancun, man. Yeah, Cancun, get all them whores in, and yeah, man, you know what I mean. So gonna get the weed in. So gonna spike the punch. The brothers that you're single, your eye is single on the light, and another man's eye is single on the darkness, man.
Right.
That's what he does. So luck, yeah.
Can't say that's part up forward for that inside.
No.
Okay,
so that was that.
So it's luck, yeah.
Can't say that was myself. Yeah, but I got a question from a sister. She asked, you know, with fringes, right? Do sisters need to have fringes and a border of blue on like their dresses and their skirts and things like that?
Okay.
For the priests.
When the Bible talks about your garment, it's talking about your priestly wear, your formal wear. So if you're a sister and you're wearing, you know, not everyday clothes, but you're going to, you know, Passover or something, you should put fringes on your garment. You should put fringes on your garment. It's for if I didn't find out for you, I'll find out, because I know your garment is talking about priestly formal attire, not your everyday attire. So I'm not sure. Women not being a priest, I'm not sure. Don't quote me this yet, but I believe they do. I believe that sister should as well. Let me get back to that one.
So I remember, I think someone said that it's not. So if you are going to wear fringes, sister, you have to have it all. But I remember it's not a requirement. But obviously
let me find out. I know a garment is not your everyday clothing. A garment, like for instance, you wouldn't see a man in the gym and say, "Yo, where's your fringes, man?" You wouldn't see a gardener and say, "Where's your fringes?" A man wouldn't be going to his bed in his pajamas like, "Yo, where's your fringes, man?" Is that talking about your everyday clothing? And what's the proof? What's the proof that your garment ain't your everyday clothing?
If I could, sir.
Go on.
Because there was a time when I think Christ was getting his feet washed or something, and he took off his garment.
Absolutely.
That was just his regular clothes, and he would have been naked, but you can't show you naked.
Absolutely. When you read the Bible dictionary, it lets you know that a garment, to be naked, is a man not having his garment on. His garment means his priestly attire. Right. It's like a man having his suit but no tie, like his suit's incomplete. To have your garment is your priestly attire, not your everyday clothing. And the proof is, I think it's John. Let me get it. It's John 13 and 12.
Book of John chapter 13 and verse 12. So after he had washed their feet and had taken his garments and was set down again, he said,
so the Bible said Christ washed his disciples' feet and took his garment off. So if garment is your clothing, this means Christ is naked, man. Right. Christ was sitting down butt naked in front of his men. You know, man, that's what we're talking about, man. Meaning what? It makes sense that your garment is your official clothing. If you're washing someone's feet, you're gonna get wet. And what don't black people want to get wet and dirty? They're good clothes, man. Not any clothes, they're good clothes, man. You come in your house and you got some expensive coat on, that straight away, it's coming off, man. You know, hang up that ain't getting wet. It's priestly good garment. He took it off. Why? About to wash some feet, man, and wet clothes and damp, like, you don't want on his garment. Right. He's not saying if garment was regular clothing, any day clothing, this means Christ was naked. He wasn't. Took his garment off. Why? Because he's about to get wet, man. Right. Took his garment off, so now he's in his, his undershirt, undergarment, because he don't want his priestly garment getting wet. It's a priestly garment. He goes Sabbath service in it probably. He does goes to feast days on it with the garment. Sorry, and he don't want that getting wet and dirty, man. So he took it off. If anyone knows me, listen, I got some garments that are not even priestly garments, man. And shit, listen, they're hung up, man. Right. So step in the house, In fact, yeah, I got clothes. Every single piece of clothing I got here, it's not allowed in the house. I got, you got yard clothes, and you got good clothes. You look at pajama clothes, and that's a come off, man. So lucky, man. These things, you can't be getting messed up and nasty and that. And I'm a kind of man, you don't even iron your clothes inside out. You don't get the iron stains on your clothes. That's what it is, man. You gotta take pride in your appearance, man. And Christ didn't want his good clothes getting nasty up, man. So he took his garment off, but that don't mean he was naked. So your garment ain't your everyday clothing. But for the sister question, I will find out. Okay.
Oh, God, so the one.
Was there anything else? About 7 minutes left. Nah. All right, we done from where you were. Sorry. About the garment.
Come on, sir. It was in John 13 and verse 10. Jesus, 13 and verse 12. So after he had washed their feet and had taken his garment and was set down again, he said unto them, Know ye what? Know ye what I have done to you?
So Christ, he washed the disciples' feet and said, you know what I'm doing to you. They didn't understand it. Back then, it was common practice to wash feet. Like today, you come to my house, you're like, what's the common practice now? A cup of tea? Or I take your coat from you and hang it up for you. Back then, courtesy was wash man's feet. Remember, man's been outside in the dust in his shoes. So to wash man's, give him a bowl of water and say, here, here's a flannel, wash your feet off, man. I was like, wow, thanks, man, hospitality. Today now it's what, biscuit and tea. People just no, biscuit and tea. The tea, remember the tea? Remember the tea? You got the biscuit and the sauce side next to it. I don't know man's to do it, but that was the thing growing up, man. Carry on.
That's lucky.
Go on.
Yeah, I said nowadays, like you want a drink.
You want a drink? That's a new one. Yeah, you want a drink? Offer man a drink. That's the courtesy way. But back then it's across the road. Yo, you got sand on your feet and stuff. Yo, go wash your feet, man. Come on.
Come. Ye call me master and Lord, and ye say, well, for so I am.
Oh man, that's some Judah shit, man. It goes, you call me master, and for so I am. Hey, Albert, how would you have said that today in 2025?
You call me out of one, and damn right. Shit.
There you go. Guys, what we say, goddamn right. That's it. You read it in Old English, you don't get it, man. But when you know Christ said Judah, you know how Judah's talk. Christ said, you call me sir, man. And shit, you're right, man, I am. That's exactly how it sounded like back then. Come on.
God. It's like you. If I then, your Lord and Master, have washed your feet, ye also ought to wash one another's feet.
He goes, I'm your master. I'm the man in charge. I wash your feet. I love you so much. I wash your feet. That you that must love your brothers too, man. Right. You that must wash each other's feet, man. If I outrank all you guys and I wash your feet, there's nothing for you to love each other, man. Nothing. Remember, I'm the man in charge. I can easily say, yo, go take care of yourself, man. Yeah, go do it. But I'm not. I'm looking out for you. So that's nothing for you that cannot watch yourself. That's nothing for you to care for you. I make sense. Like you're the truth. John Mark said this. John Mark said, he said, if any brother treats you different from how I would treat you, we got a problem. The point is making is, I'm over all you guys. I don't treat you that way. So how dare some man treat you different?
Right.
Christ, I'm the master over you guys. I treat you with respect. So likewise, you have to treat you have to love each other, man. Right. Come on.
For I have given you an example that ye should do as I have done to you.
There you go. I'm giving you an example. Same way I treat you with respect. I see you. Right. I got the highest rank over all of you, man. You know, my brother give me a drink and say the water, man. My brother complete the task and say the water, man. I look at the water won't hurt from time to time. Right. I am the bar, please, thank you. You're saying don't walk around. Oh, give me this now, man. You better. You know, go take a seat, man, warrior. Nah, man. If I say treat you with respect, I do it. Right. And likewise in the school, man. You see a brother moving like out of the spirit, man. You report it, man. Because the brothers that are over, the brothers that are in charge don't talk like that, man. So how dare some man who got a little bit rank yesterday disrespect brothers, man, and abuse his rank, man. That's not how we roll it. We get things done, and we're militant, man. I mean, we're rough soldiers, man. But at the same time, we got respect for each other and love for one another, man.
That's right, sir.
Love is to see brothers change and become strong and become hard, man. You know, and thrive in life, not to beat a brother down, man.
Right.
A brother's in a place where he's supposed to feel wanted, man. Right. And in the truth, feel like he can't make a phone call. Feel like I can't speak to Crawford because Crawford just demeans me, man. And Crawford is fuckery to me, man. But he's in a place where he's supposed to feel like he's supposed to be a refuge. In the world, when he goes to work, people demean him. His wife demeans him, his kids are, man, that ain't shit, man, boy. You don't even give me a Christmas gift or a birthday gift. He's in the place where it's supposed to be and still being taught to like garbage. You report that, man. You make sure you report. Come on.
Come
on. Verily, verily, I say unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord.
There you go. The servant ain't greater than his Lord, man. Meaning, I'm treating you with respect. You see me treat brother with respect. So who do you think you are?
Right.
You ain't greater than me. I'm greater than you. Like, what makes you think that I'm the man on top? I'm treating brother with respect. I'm washing their feet, man. And your servant of mine, you ain't greater than me. So that means you got to treat him with respect also, man. Come on.
Neither is he, neither he that is sent greater than he that sent him.
There you go. Neither he that is sent, same thing. Come on.
If ye know these things, happy are ye if you do them.
There you go, man. If you know this, do it, man. If you know it, if you know this, you got no problem doing it. That's what it means. Happy is he that does them. You ain't got no problem doing this, man.
Right.
You ain't greater than our king, and our king love brothers and treat brothers with respect, man. How dare you come and abuse the flock, man? How dare you come and treat brothers like garbage, man? Listen, there's time to correct a brother, and the brother is wrong. He needs to be corrected, man. Properly, we've all been corrected. The times when brothers in the truth like that bang out of order, man, need to do some push-ups, man. Need to pay that fine. Need to get suspended, man. Need to get told how disgusting they are so that they will change, man. But that's different. That's different from just demeaning somebody, treating someone cool. And every time I brought up in school, everyone's laughing and sniggering, and everyone's from the Benjamin. He's an Ephraimite, so we're gonna make him feel bad. Nah, man, that's not how we get down here, man.
Right.
What do you expect? Like, that's not how we do. We don't see a brother. I'm thinking that the pocket. We don't see a brother with money. Go, you got the money, so we let him pay for Passover. Like, you know what? Oh, I kind of broken. You should pay for my fee as well. Get my fee as well. This is how you treat brothers, man. You got a brother that likes driving, so he's making you all the driving, man. Burn out his diesel. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, we're at camp today, we can drive again. This man drove last week and the week before that. Nah, man. That's how we treat people, man.
That's not brotherly, is it? It's not brotherly, is it?
Busted, man. That's taking advantage of a brother. Seen a brother. You see, and it's terrible because that's how it is in the world. A man comes in here for refuge, man. He wants brotherhood, man. In the world is where you see you're out there in the world and you see a brother learning disabilities. What do people do? Pray on him. That child that's molested. Why is he molested? Because the molester saw some weakness in him. Saw something right. That's what animals do, man. Animals see the animal limping and go, yes, jump on them. That jackals do. They pray on the weak. And this is the place where a man's supposed to be protected. You're praying on the weak. A man shot. Or a man got loads of money. Or a woman soft. Or a woman this. Nah, man. That's how we get down, man. You make sure you report it, man. You make sure you suck it up, man. If you can't report it, you don't belong here, man. You got to suck it up. Take a deep breath and say, this ain't right.
That's right. That's right.
Get done, man. And guess what? That brother that's doing wrong, he will learn to love his brothers, man. All can love each other and move forward, man. Feel me? Anything else? No sweat. Rabbi, if you could post the link one more time for everyone for Passover fee. To pay your Passover. Passover going to be in Atlanta this year. We're a month away, man. Damn, what is it? April what?
12th.
So a month and a week away. Make sure your hotel book, make sure you reach. If you're from the UK, make sure you call 079 607 46784. We put you through to Officer Dungabar and the whole nine. We've got Pyramid again next week on Thursday, is it?
Friday.
Next week, Thursday and Friday. Make sure you come, book your hotel booked or whatnot. Make sure you land. That's going to be 2 hours as well. Yeah, that's the link for the Passover fee. Make sure you pay your Passover fee. If you could run the commercial as well one time, and then we'll give the announcements. Both sides first.
Welcome to Atlanta. Christ, this Officer 5000, Jeremiah, the camp leader of Atlanta. Passover 2025, starting April the 9th, we got the lamb slaughter. April the 10th, we got General Muhammad's class. April the 11th, we got the black party that's gonna have the Hebrew graduation. April the 12th, in Atlanta, Georgia, the 56th annual Passover, the only Passover under Commander Junior Hunter.
Our great and holy King
have honored us for turning our lives from the darkness to the light, man. There's no greater gift you can receive than to wake up to the truth and then commit your life to saving your brothers, man. Looking in their eyes and seeing their faces and seeing what they've suffered and what they've gone through and seeing the end of it, man. It is a guaranteed seat in the kingdom of heaven, man. So in the name of our King Yahushua, we dedicate us another Passover of brothers and sisters' lives being saved.
April the 13th, we got the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Shalom.
All right, I'm heading up to Peace and Profit after Tazar Pump with the announcements. Clap it up. Yeah, go on. Yeah, turn yourself.
This way, yeah.
Other way's better, that way. Stand in front of it if you want. Because, yeah, go on. Just a little more.
All right. We had the ISUPK started out at 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for a brother and sister. When a new brother and sister come into the truth, they are off limits for 6 months. They are here to be saluted only. They are here, they are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will call each other. After this 6 months period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18 and 21, Malachi 3, verse 8 to 10, means tenth in the Hebrew, ma'ashara, 10% of every penny of any increase that the Lord giveth you, give to the treasury department. Priest funds, free will offerings for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming Holy Convocation, that's the Feast of Purim on the 13th of March, on the 13th and the 14th of March, this Thursday, next Thursday, was it Thursday and Friday coming, right?
7 p.m.
7 till 9, right? 7 p.m. till 9 p.m. All right. Remind Aquiums and Aquafs to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black boots, shirts, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, Amadia. I'm going to salute the teacher, the captain. All right. Men of Israel, Madim Shabbat, Madim, Barak. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua
Barakatah. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatah.
Yajamata. Sa. Salute the sisters. Men of Israel, Madim Shabbat, Madim, Barak.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
Yajamata. Class dismissed.
Robert, put the commercial one more time.
Come on.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're